Let's learn about devil's breath. You may have heard stories of people being put into a trance and handing over their belongings without even realizing it. Some people describe it as the most frightening experience of their lives. One minute they were alert, the next confused, powerless, and unable to remember what happened. These stories often lead to a drug known as devil's breath. It sounds like something from a horror movie, but this drug is real, and although it has legitimate medical uses, it also has earned a frightening reputation because of misuse, myths, and disturbing reports. So what exactly is devil's breath? How does it work? And why does it have such a dangerous image? What does science actually say? Let's find out. Devil's breath, also known as burundanga, is pharmaceutically referred to as scopolamine or hyoscine. It is a naturally occurring drug found in thorn apple, which is native to Asia and the Americas. Medically, scopolamine is used in low doses to treat motion sickness, nausea and vomiting, muscle spasms, and excess salivation. To understand scopolamine, we need to understand the nervous system. So the nervous system is divided into the central nervous system, which includes the brain and the spinal cord, and the peripheral nervous system, comprising of the rest of the nerves that branch out through the body. The peripheral nervous system is further divided into sensory nerves, which carry information to the brain, and motor nerves, which carry signals away from the brain. The motor division is further divided into the somatic nervous system, which controls voluntary movements like walking, and the autonomic nervous system, which controls involuntary functions like the contraction of your heart muscles and digestion. Now, the autonomic nervous system is split into two, and these two systems act on many of the same organs but have opposite effects. The first is the sympathetic system, which prepares the body for fight or flight. For example, increasing the body's heart rate and alertness. The second is the parasympathetic system, which supports rest and digest. So helping the body with digestion, relaxation, memory, and other functions that occur best when the body is calm. These parasympathetic actions are carried out by a chemical messenger known as acetylcholine. Now, scopolamine blocks acetylcholine at muscarinic receptors on target organs, including areas important for memory like the hippocampus. This can make it harder for your brain to form new memories and stay focused. The effects of scopolamine is therefore the opposite of what is observed with parasympathetic system innervation, and this includes pupil dilation and blurred vision, dry mouth, confusion and sedation, and constipation and trouble passing urine. At higher doses, a person may become disoriented, agitated, unable to think clearly, or unable to remember what happened. So, scopolamine does not magically control your mind like in the movies. The real issue is that it can cause confusion, memory loss, and impaired judgment, which is not very common but can happen especially in older adults or with stronger exposure. And this is why it has been linked to assault, robbery, and exploitation. People claim it has been slipped into their drinks or food, and in some stories, even blown in their faces as a powder. So let's separate fact from fiction. Scopolamine is a real drug and a real danger when misused, but it's not a magical hypnotic substance. It does not turn people into puppets. What it can do is impair awareness, memory, and judgment, and that is dangerous enough. Now, how can you safeguard yourself regardless? Be alert in crowded places and keep your personal belongings close. Travel with trusted people when possible. Do not accept drinks or items from strangers. And if someone suddenly becomes confused, extremely drowsy, or unusually disoriented, seek urgent medical help. Now remember, devil's breath is not magic. It is pharmacology, and when drugs are misunderstood, people can be misled. So know the facts, stay aware, and stay safe. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content.